Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a very timely and important question about the Philippine Air Force's multi-role fighter project, specifically the concerns surrounding the Saab JAS-39 Gripen and the F-16 fighter aircraft that are currently the strongest contenders for the Philippines' modernization program. But here's the problem. Thailand's close military exercises with China may have already exposed critical information about both aircraft to the People's Liberation Army Air Force, or PLAAF. So the big question is, if the Philippines chooses the Gripen, would it be a smart choice or a risky one? Let's break it down. Since 2015, Thailand and China have been conducting a series of joint Air Force exercises known as Falcon Strike. These exercises pit the Royal Thai Air Force's JAS-39 Gripens and F-16 Fighting Falcons against Chinese fighters like the J-10 and J-11. Over the years, these exercises have become more advanced, covering not just dogfighting, but also beyond visual range combat, electronic warfare, and tactical planning. Now here's where the issue lies. Every time Thailand deploys the Gripen or the F-16 in these exercises, Chinese pilots and analysts are collecting valuable data. This includes radar signatures, electronic countermeasure behavior, missile deployment tactics, and even endurance profiles. And now that Thailand is upgrading to the Gripen EF, which is the exact model Saab is offering to the Philippines, there's a growing concern that the People's Liberation Army Air Force will get an even deeper look into its capabilities. Interestingly, China itself is very cautious. Notice that in Falcon Strike, they don't bring their most advanced jets like the J-20 stealth fighter or the upcoming J-35 carrier-based stealth fighter. Instead, they send fighters like the J-10 and J-11. Why? Because they don't want other countries, even partners, to gain insights into their newest technology. In other words, China plays it safe, while Thailand may unintentionally expose sensitive Gripen and F-16 data to the Chinese. Now here's the Philippine angle. The Philippine Air Force is still in the process of choosing between the Saab Gripen EF and the F-16 Block 7072 Viper for its multi-role fighter program. On paper, the Gripen has clear advantages. It's cheaper to operate, requires less maintenance, and has a strong record of interoperability with NATO systems. But the elephant in the room is this. If China already understands how the Gripen operates through Falcon Strike, wouldn't that reduce its effectiveness in a real conflict scenario? Think about it. If your opponent already knows your strengths and weaknesses, they can build tactics specifically designed to counter you. But let's not forget a very important event, the Pitch Black exercise in 2024, hosted in Australia. In that exercise, Philippine Air Force pilots flying the FA-50PH light combat aircraft faced off against Thai pilots flying the Gripen CD. The results were surprising. Even though the FA-50 is not a full-fledged multi-role fighter like the Gripen, our pilots held their ground and even scored simulated victories. The lesson? Technology is important, but pilot skill is often the deciding factor. A well-trained pilot in a less advanced aircraft can still win against a poorly trained pilot in a superior machine. This is where the Philippine Air Force has an edge. Over the years, our pilots have proven to be adaptive, creative, and resilient. So here's the debate. One side argues that because China has already studied the Gripen and the F-16 through Thailand, it's a mistake for the Philippines to acquire these jets. We should avoid giving China an advantage in a potential conflict. The other side argues that no matter how much China studies the Gripen, what truly matters is how the Philippine pilots will use it. After all, war isn't just about the hardware. It's about strategy, training, and adaptability. History is full of examples where superior aircraft were defeated by pilots who knew how to push their jets beyond the limits. So at the end of the day, the problem with choosing the Gripen, or even the F-16, isn't really about the aircraft itself, but about the information China may already have on them. The Philippine Air Force now faces a tough decision. Should it stick with battle-tested platforms like the Gripen and the F-16, knowing China has studied them? Or should it consider other alternatives that are less exposed to potential adversaries? What do you think? Should the Philippines still go for the Gripen, or is it time to look at other options? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any updates on the Philippines' defense and modernization. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.